back to the front, Gill Grunt. Is your Reef Ripper ready for action?
She's shipshape and ready for anything. Just say the word, Skipper. Buzz. Oh.
I like the cut of your jib. Now let's see you use that Reef Ripper's ocean upheaval ability in this next mission.
Hey everybody, I want to wheeze them here. We've got Dive Clops and the Reef Ripper. That can only mean one thing. We're about to introduce the Reef Ripper. Let Dive Clops pilot it around, switch over to Gill Grunt, see it in supercharged form, kind of get a feel for the vehicle, and then of course we can move in and start cranking out the quest number 2 of Gill Grunts, which is of course tied in with a supercharged Reef Ripper. So let's come in here, we're gonna cycle over, and this is the Reef Ripper. Very fish-like, very Gillmanish. I wish we could do like a full, like typical race game where you can like tilt the vehicle down and up and check out the undercarriage and roofline and everything, but you get the feel. Very nice sort of submarine based rig. What we're gonna do now is take a look at the blueprint. I believe we've got every oh, we don't? How do we not have that stuff? That's shocking. Okay, so here in I thought we'd acquired everything. I guess not. Here in the performance mods, you've got the gill grill. That's going to be plus 10 handling, as you can see there. Whoops. Always do that. You have got the spearfish driver. That's going to be good for plus 10 acceleration. You got the thumpback prow. Again, kind of a nod to Giants. Plus 300 armor. Supercharged right there. You have got the trident spearheads for plus 10 handling. We're going to cycle now over to the horns, and we don't even have... Well, really? I was convinced we'd acquired everything. We can eventually get the revving gurgler horn. Dadgum, that's so annoying. The ocean buzz horn, the high tide honker, and lastly the thumpback call horn. Again, very nice nod to Giants. Over here on the specialty mods, Aquafin Turbine. How do we not have that? Sharp Fin Blaster. Again, very cool tie-in there. Not only with what it looks like, but with Sharp Fin himself. Coming down, you got the Whale Flipper, and supercharged, we have the Tidal Wave Crasher. Tidal Wave Crasher plus 5 handling and acceleration. Whale Flipper plus 150 armor, plus 5 weight. Sharp Fin Blaster, negative 5 weight, plus 10 top speed, and then plus 10 acceleration for the Aquafin Turbine. Kind of throwing me off that we don't have this stuff. I was pretty confident we'd acquired everything, but anyway, coming down, the weapons. You're going to tap X to shoot a trident at enemies, and you're going to tap Y to electrify nearby enemies. Sounds simple enough. X trident, Y electrify. I will say we'll get the supercharged stuff. Obviously, I try to hold out on the supercharging combinations until, we get a chance to introduce them. But what we're going to do now is hop over here with Reef Ripper, check it out in action. The land area is pretty good. Sky and sea, not so much for showcasing things. But here it is. This is sort of what it just looks like spinning around. If we accelerate, not the fastest thing in the world. Come down and catch some air. That's sort of what we're looking like. Let's just X will be our trident. Sort of get a feel for it there. We'll progress this way. Y electrify. You sort of, I guess, have to be at a pretty close range for that thing to work. But yeah, I mean, it does underwater. It seems to accelerate a bit faster than just being straight up top on the surface. But when I have used it, it has been decent. I really haven't. I've used it a little bit, but I don't think it's like ever really been in like intense combat or like gigabit zones. Plus, you have to realize there's only so much like sea area in this game. So that's another thing. But anyway, this is sort of what he's looking like on the surface. So we're gonna pop in over here, see what he's doing attack damage wise. Alright, I've forgotten kind of how to dive. Where is that enemy that I want? Okay, so A is up. Can we just get to it? Is there a faster way? This is the spot, isn't it? Puffer man. I guess it's not. Alright, so should have done all the sea vehicles together. Kind of stumbled on a nice little setup for them. Now I don't know where, but you're getting to see it in action. That's what's important, right? I thought so. Where is that guy? I think, okay, maybe we have to actually go down through the pipe to get everything. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But there's the trident. Again, you kind of see it better underwater. And then that's what electrify looks way more intense underwater as well. But that'll sort of showcase that aspect of this to us. Let's see here. Guess we'll go back down, huh? Alright. So, just keep going this way. Not sure where that guy is. I thought that was just a straightaway shot to where the urchin thing was I wanted to shoot at, but apparently not. Must have to... Okay, there's one. Get it to come at us. So electrify, let's do 300. Unless we just rammed him. Not sure which. It always looks like a hidden object game, doesn't it? I think it does. Is this my block? No. Maybe it was the other one over here. We didn't take this path right there. I don't remember. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, wasn't that lovely. So, we'll just enter here. And see what happens. Why we don't get damage numbers on the front side is just beyond me. So that is not our guy that we want. That goes up and we don't want that either. I mean, you do get kind of a feel for how to maneuver the vehicle, which I guess is important. Dead end. Fantastic. I don't know why, like, they didn't really think of people wanting damage numbers here. You know? Okay, well, I'm not sure where that little guy is that we can shoot. Go back in one more time looking for him. Right, it's gotta be somewhere, right?
Free diving!
Fast. What did we do? Was it just splats? What did we do nightfall too? I can't remember. Anyway, where is this guy? It's a little area and he just makes a block around it, sort of like a Mario game. We can just sit there and they, you know, respawn and we can just continually shoot them. That's what I'm wanting to do. And I don't know where he's at. So that's lovely. Not that guy. It is not that guy. I'll tell you that. That goes out, doesn't it? Yes, we don't want that. Oh, this is annoying. Okay. Dead end. What are we missing? We've covered all this ground. Wasn't there like a pipe you can shoot and break somewhere? Okay, well, I'm about ready to just end this. And we'll like do this in chapter 2 or something. Does that sound like fun to anyone? It's really just not a good setup, I'll be honest with you. So what I'm gonna do is, I guess, go into chapter 2 and we'll just log damage there. And then I'll switch over at that point in time. We'll have our SuperCharged counterpart. So once again, my apologies, but again, that's not really that great of a setup anyway, and I honestly don't know why we couldn't find that guy, but whatever. We will be back and we will do even better, so we will make the video great again. Let's stay tuned and we will be checking out the SuperCharged component and getting started on the quest. And we're back here in Chapter 3. I don't know why I always say 2. But anyway, we're going to come in here. We don't care about that. And I'm actually going to go after those little tank guys. And so we're going to see what the Trident does. This is not supercharged, of course. So we're just going to park right here. I don't care if he shoots us. Trident does 165. Let's get some ram damage here real quick. I couldn't tell what that was, 201. You can pause the video. I can't. This is real. Slow ram, nothing. Electrify, point blank range, 300. So 160 and 300. Let's log some here. 165, I mean. So let me go ahead and stand up from creaky chair. I'm gonna pull out dive clops, and we're gonna put on everyone's favorite supercharged component for this vehicle because he's the only supercharged component for this vehicle. Deep Dive Gill Grunt. This really does look more like a tidal wave if you just had to pick the name of the character. But it's an incredible pose, and he's actually a very, very good character in this game. So let's throw him down. This will be the first time this thing's been supercharged. So
SuperCharged.
oh yeah. As you can see there, defeat enemies with the ocean upheaval ability. Not a huge fan of the gold color scheme. I'm never often going to be a fan of gold. But I do like the supercharged components. It looks pretty cool. If we could just like switch this back to the standard color. But we should be doing increased damage. Let's check out what the Tridents will do. Couldn't see. 180 something. Let's get it to where we can just shoot straight ahead. Can't really tell. 182, 185. I think it's 182. Okay, and that is what we need to do for the quest. So we need to focus on the primary attack. However, I want to get here and use our tertiary. So we're doing 320 on the electricity, which we will have to go up in the air. You get the feel for it. There's our mod. We should get one for this vehicle. Actually, hopefully we can use the barrels again like we kind of did for the other character. Let's see what we get here. Just gear bits, see? How are we missing pieces when they've been giving me gear bits? It's interesting. So let's go wreck some stuff with our primary attack here. Get the quest underway. Yeah, it's 182. Strange number. So take out the Iron Equalizer Island Man and his boats and everything. Again, I don't really, when you were doing the quest, I don't really care if we get hit. I just like to make sure that we only use our primary. I try to avoid ramming people as part of the problem, so when you can, if you just don't accelerate fast, that usually takes out the ramming damage. As you can see there, we did ram some, but we didn't actually damage them, so it worked out pretty good. We got somebody somewhere. Okay, luckily, since we're spamming the attack, we got that to work in our favor. I think we pretty well don't see any other enemies here. And it's not logging it on the little pipe covers or anything, it seems. So we will just go over here, we'll take out this last gates, and then we'll see if we can like shoot the barrels and stuff. I guess we do actually kind of need some gear bits for this vehicle. I could have sworn I had supercharged. Maybe that was on the Wii U version or something. Then again, my nephew and I, and myself included, just, it's Wii U, it's all Bowser and DK pretty much. So I probably will still finish out the live stream of that, but right now the emphasis is just getting the main playthrough, blind playthrough done, and taking it from there. So probably don't care too much about seeing me get gear bits, so we're just going to progress through here. Again, slow down so we don't ram it. And we'll just drop in, have a good time, wreck some enemies. I forgot we had to do that. Off we go.
Great work, Sky Skylander. I knew you were the right one for this mission.
Yeah.
You should probably get out of here before they send
Okay, so I don't think there's anything in here.
here.
There's the tool chest, though, right? There it is. We need some parts for the Reef Ripper, man. And we're getting gear bits. Why? Anyone else having this happen? Alright, there's not any... Wait, can we actually... You can't break these spikes by shooting them. It's only ramming. Okay. I was gonna say, that would be an awful lot of kills we could get. So, anyhow, we'll just pop in over here, wreck some more vehicles, see if the barrels count. I really hope they do, because that would just be great. So, let's see what we get. No credit there. Let's come in where I'm not exactly sure where we're at, but yes, the barrels counts. So, gear bits again. Tell me why. Oh no. Don't you run into the barrels, my friend. Now those, you don't have to have much speed. I've had that happen before. Anyway, so we want to come in here again very slowly, carefully. You're not concerned about much else past shooting barrels in this regard. So there's some you can't see. Let's see, we don't want to dock. There's some more barrels over this way. There are enemies if we... You can't see the barrels I'm shooting, but they're there, trust me. Take these barrels out. Dock at the middle eye. Can we shoot the top barrels? I think you can, right? I guess they're not counting. Let's go ahead and dock here, and that'll of course spawn some more vehicles for us. Wow. Come on. Let's dock here. Thank you. Lovely. Alright. I guess we'll just leave those. Actually, didn't I do a deal where I pushed them off? Or am I thinking of something else? They sink, don't they? It's a shame. They have the lids on, you wouldn't think they would. I have no interest in that star. It's going to give us nothing we need. Alright, so here come the enemies. We'll just stay parked and rip as many of them as we can. Alright, there's one more of them, I think. Alright, so we'll probably have to play this twice, but you're getting the feel for it, right? Let's make sure there's nothing else. I felt like there was always a barrel behind this. We may have already shot it, though. Guess we did. Okay. And I was pretty sure I'd shot the ones up there before. Anyway, I will end this, and we'll just come back in through here. Do it one more time. I'll try to cut in before we get our final kill. And I will see what we get for completing quest number 2. So stay tuned. I'll catch you back for more Skylanders Research. I want to wheeze them here. We have cranked out quest number 2 from Buzz, a combination of Deep Dive Gill Grunt and his Reef Ripper. Pretty simple, just head into chapter 3 like our usual system is for the sea vehicles. So what we're going to do here is see what the reward is, see what he's got to say, and then of course he will kind of move us on towards taking on the SuperCharged challenge. So let's get it started.
Why, you got those baddies hook, line, and sinker, Gil. You and the Reef Ripper are a surf and turf combo of awesome.
Thank you, sir. Just doing our part for the team.
Well, you've earned the right to be called SuperCharger and this.
Alright, so +5 maneuver, kind of expected that, but we'll take it.
Alright, Gill Grunt. It's time to fish or cut bait. You ready to step up to your next challenge?
That goes without saying. Ha! What is it?
Oh, the best kind. You won't even know the objective till you arrive on site. Go see my operative to complete your top secret Ninja Commando challenge.
Alright, so there we go. We got +5 maneuver for completing quest number 2. Kind of clumsily got the Reef Ripper introduced. You saw the attack damage number piloted by a standard Skylander, if you will, and then of course supercharged components, which we've got with the Gill Grunt here. Let's go ahead, just so you can see them. We will cycle over, and we want to go to upgrades, and again, not upgrades, blueprints. And what kills me is like, is that not standard? You know, like the first box, I always thought it was. So that's interesting. Same thing there. I don't quite know what the deal is, but tidal wave crasher you can see, and then of course right here the trident spearheads. Those are our supercharged counterparts, but I don't know why that's not lit up. You know what I mean? So I'll try to figure that out. I think it's just an issue, but once again, you shoot the tridents 50 times, you wrap the quest up, and we're ready to take on a supercharged challenge. So I think what I'll probably do is introduce the dive bomber, get his personal quest done, dive clops, dive bomber combo, and then we'll kind of have a string of supercharged challenges we can sort of take on at the same time. So that'll be a fun night. Once again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Your support is appreciated. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. For myself and Deep Dive Gill Grunt, thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you back here for